Let's start with gold.
Gold. Okay.
Gold is really heavy.
Okay.
You must know, gold's heavy, right?
Yeah.
But
we're a lot of gold.
We don't really have much interaction with gold. Like, you might see, okay, so, this is a wedding ring, and it is made of gold,
Okay.
and it feels light because it's tiny,
Mhm.
but relatively, it's very heavy. There's some interesting... Do you remember last episode where I had all those facts about the sun being loud? This one's also got lots of numbers, so I got my notes. And we don't, no one ever goes and holds like a kilogram of gold, right?
Yeah.
You don't really...
You never pick up an ingot.
Yeah. It's very a rare experience.
Yeah.
A kilogram of gold, in terms of physical dimensions, is really small.
Mm-hmm.
It's like tiny.
Okay.
Because gold is insanely heavy, and I can show you just like, okay, so imagine you're holding a pint of beer, right?
Yeah.
If that pint glass was filled with gold,
Oh my god.
it would weigh a kilogram more than that.
I thought so. I've just picked up a dumbbell.
That's a 9 kilogram dumbbell because I couldn't find one of the parts of it.
Oh god. Well.
But a pint glass filled with gold would weigh as much as that.
No way.
Yes, crazy, right?
That is crazy. That's quite hard because that's something you can't like kind of put into. Yeah. You. Yeah.
So
no, I completely agree. You would never hold that much gold, so you could never have known that.
A tenth of a pint glass weighs as much as as 2 pints of water.
Really?
Yeah, it's intensely heavy.
Can you please pass me your wedding ring? Because I've got a
Sure
silver
can.
wedding ring, and I'm curious if I can feel the difference.
You should be able to. There's a marked difference.
Hang on. I think I have a bigger ring. Is the problem?
Possibly.
Yeah. Simon scrounged on his wedding ring.
This man's gold. Have you seen the movie? I feel like this episode has been me asking Sam, have you seen movies? Have you seen the movie Three Kings? George Clooney and co. go, I think they're in the Gulf War and they're stealing things from dictators.
I feel like I've seen this movie a long time ago. I feel like I've seen it.
There's this scene where they go, and their whole thing, they're stealing gold, right? So they go into like this basement area and there's bags filled with gold, and they try to lift it up, and all of the gold just rips out the bottom of the bag.
Yep.
Because they're like, they've never had interaction with gold before. They don't know. You're like, oh my God, this is insanely heavy. This bag of gold will weigh like a ton.
It's true, actually. In movies, you always see that. They're like a bag of gold, and they all just throw it over their shoulder
just
and
like,
run off with
no
it.
big deal. It's like, do you have any idea how heavy that is? Like, you could and they put it in trucks. It's like, you need a giant truck to move gold, like a lot of gold.
Yeah.
And it's just small and on the back because it's so heavy.
That's really interesting because, do you know what I think is a really interesting job? Those that go gold, like fishing,
panning for gold.
Yeah, panning for gold, but underwater they do it in like the low pan. So basically they kind of go into like really murky, crappy water and go in with these little like gold pans and it's a big business because if you kind of find a little gold vein, then you can pull up a lot of gold, and gold is expensive.
How much is a kilogram of gold?
Kilogram of gold.
And I'll look up something else.
Worth of a kilo of gold. A kilo of...
And then I want to tell you about money.
Tell me more.
Tell me about some money.
So the current price of gold
per ounce is 1,000. So a kilogram of gold is $47,000.
No.
Okay, so no, we're not going to have a prop of gold.
So hang on. If you had a pint glass of gold, if you had one ingot...
It's $500,000.
$500,000.
A pint glass of gold is $500,000.
Oh, it makes you want to rob a bank.
I don't think they have gold in banks anymore, dude.
I
don't think so. They don't even have cash in. Every bank I go into is like, this is a cashless facility. Because otherwise people would steal shit.
I was going to say that's a good way to like fight crime.
Although I swear I went into one that said this is a cashless facility because I don't know. Every
you
year
deposited money there.
Well, I had tons of coins and I always take them to the bank. After about a year, I've got a giant bag of coins and I'll take it and I'll have them changed into cash. And I'm like, so where's this cash come from? I guess they mean we don't have a vault.
We don't have
we don't have like a movie style vault in the back where you get the bank manager to open it and they. Okay, anyway, this. I said this was going to be a short one, so I'll try and keep it punchy. I do quickly want to mention about money because also another thing in movies, they have a giant bag full of money, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll just lift it up and carry it off. Money is heavy.
Yeah, paper's heavy. Yeah.
Yes, it's the equivalent would be imagine filling that bag with paperback books, stuffing it full of paperback books. That's going to be really heavy.
Well, I think something I use as like a sort of like a measuring point is when you get a thing of a wad of paper for printing.
That's how much money weighs.
That's heavy.
Yes.
Like, that's really heavy.
Yes.
And that's what it's made of.
So always in movies, they're always screwing this up. Paper is really heavy. Get it right, guys.
Get it right.
Also, on the other hand, money is really small, especially American money. They got $100 bill. $1 million fits in a carrier bag.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I loved it in the movie Dodgeball. In Dodgeball, where he comes and he goes, I bet you've never seen $100,000 before in real life. And does it, and it's just one little wad.
Yeah.
And it's like, yep, that's probably about right. No,
yeah.
You know, there's always the whole case is full, and what it really is in ones.
Yeah, it really is. Money is small. I'm going to blow your mind even further, because gold is not heavy. Not compared to what we're talking about next. You familiar with neutron stars?
I am, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't need to tell you, but I'll tell our audience.
Tell our listeners.
A neutron star is basically supernova, boo, 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 and then it collapses back into a neutron star. And basically, it's just what's left over. And essentially, electrons and protons are crushed together, and they form something called neutrons, hence your neutron star. Okay. So... gold, pretty heavy. 1 teaspoon of a neutron star weighs 10 million tons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So 100 teaspoons are in a pint. So in a pint of a neutron star, if you got a pint glass of neutron star, it would weigh 1 billion tons. Doesn't mean a lot to us. I'm going to give you some, going to break that down a little. The Empire State Building, in its entirety, weighs 365,000 tons.
Okay.
So, how many Empire State Buildings fit in weight of Empire State Buildings fit into that pint glass?
So, hang on, it was 350,000. And how much was the neutron star? Was
10 million tons per teaspoon. I'll just tell you.
Too late. Yeah.
In that pint glass of neutron star, it weighs the same as 2,739 Empire State Buildings.
Damn. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Because everything, when you really think about it, like, you know, this table's solid. Gold is solid. But really, it's mostly emptiness.
Really solid.
It's mostly emptiness.
Yeah, it's air. There's fiber in between the...
and then an electron all the way, like, hundreds of meters away. It's just emptiness.
Yeah.
But a neutron star, it's all crushed down.
God.
Intense.
Nice fun fact about a neutron star. If you were to approach a neutron star, it's so dense, the gravity is so strong that it basically, my understanding of it is that a neutron star is basically a step below a
black hole.
A black hole, basically, where a black hole will be, the gravity is so strong that it'll pull the light in.
Cannot escape.
Whereas a neutron star, if you were to come towards it feet first, you would spaghetti out.
I thought this was with black holes.
It would be with black holes as well, but I believe it's the same with neutron stars. So by the time your feet hit the neutron star, you would have spaghettied out to like meters and hundreds of meters in length, because the gravity between your feet and your body is so strong.
That's intense.
Isn't that mad?
Yeah. The science is mad.
I
don't have it in my notes here, but because I always felt my mind was blown already. But I think your escape velocity to get out of a neutron star has to be it's something like your spaceship has to be going at the speed of light or close to the speed of light to just get away from it.
Yeah,
crazy.
That is mad.